Okay, so this is what is called a slip edit. And what you'll see is, over here in the tools, normally we're on the arrow tool, which does let us do some trimming, etc. But if I go here to the trim tool, now this is great for doing what we call a ripple edit. So I can blow this up a little. Where if I want to move these over, I could kind of change where my in and out point is in each clip. So like if I go this way, I'm getting more of the car, less of the steering wheel. If I go this way, the opposite. So that's one way to use that tool. Now if I'm on one side of it, see the difference where it changes to 2 film strips versus 1? This way, I'm actually keeping the size of the steering wheel clip the same, but only changing the size of the car clip. But if you're in the middle of the clip, see how the icon changes a little bit? From that to this. So right now I'm only affecting, without changing this in point and this out point, I'm only changing the car clip. So if you look right now, the clip as it plays starts there. It's a little bit of the car. But maybe I don't like that section. Maybe I want to see if there's a less shaky section, and I want to see what happens. Now I got to be careful, because if I go too far, so up there right now, I'm looking at my in point and my out point. Right? So in other words, when I click this and I start to move, the first part I'm seeing is what's right here, the other part's what's right there. Now if I move back too far, I'm actually going to hit a totally different section, because this is all one clip. If you remember, it was just one big long clip. But let's say I want to look at the end. So I want to actually start a little farther and get closer. That's a little different than what I had before, right? Where we're starting in a little closer. That maybe not the... let's take a look at this one here. I was going to say it may not be the best clip for illustrating. Let's say in this clip, I want to start with the car further down the street, but I want it to be the same length because I want to keep the spot there. So let's see. I'm going to try and move it so the car is a little further down the street. And maybe there, boom, maybe I want to kind of end with the woman so she's not off camera yet.
Alexander McQueen, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't work because in actuality, this is 2 clips. So anything that I change, I'm like right at the end of what I can use on that clip. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten this clip a little bit. Okay, so let's say there, I want to get the camera off, or the car off camera. I can use this tool now. I'm going to change this to the point where, boom. I have to start in a little sooner with my car. Let's see how now I get to the point where, and maybe, let's say I had this clip, switch back, just to give me something afterwards to cut to. This. So you see what I mean? So that is the slip tool. I'm going to take some of this and post for you here if you want to go through that at a slower pace as well.